Yo, I got two quotes I want to share specifically. If you break in generational curses or you come from a narcissistic family system, I'm sweating a little bit because I just came from working out and I got my little vegan meal on deck. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all probably like, that's not enough, but this is like a vegan patty, and then I got some broccoli, and then I got some spinach, leaf spinach, or whatever the case may be, right? So, the two quotes I want to share is on my phone right here. I don't know if my phone is charging, but the first one is, y'all probably heard this before, but learn to live independently of the good and bad opinions of others. Learn to live independently of the good and bad opinions of others. The reason why that's so important for generational curse breakers and narcissistic family scapegoats, because some of us became super people pleasers. Some of us were defiant, like me, but in certain instances, you tried to keep the peace, so you felt like you had certain people pleaser traits or tendencies, or you were consciously trying to keep the peace. So you was like, all right, let me just do this because I don't want to get targeted as a scapegoat. All right, let me just do this because I don't want my narcissistic family to do something else, even though they already was blaming me for everything or whatever the case may be. So when you go into the workplace, when you get into relationships, when you do stuff like that, you were already defiant, but you were kind of like trying to play the game because when you're in a narcissistic family system, it's all about survival. But you were trying to play the game, so now we're not playing the game no more. The narcissist likes playing games. We opted out of the game because we know contact now. You feel what I'm saying? So now you got to lock into that defiant side to where you believe what you believe, have some understanding behind it though, and have some empathy behind it, and have a little flexibility because you don't want to be too rah rah rah. You feel what I'm saying? But stand on what you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like they say in this generation, stand on business. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the first one. Learn to live independently of the good and bad opinions of others. Somebody think that's bad, but you agree that it's good, then it's good to you. You feel what I'm saying? Because people will be able to manipulate you if you don't operate in that way. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't learn to live independently of the good and bad opinions of others. The second quote I have, and I thought of I figured these out while I was walking because I listen to a lot of personal development stuff and stuff like that. So like I take pieces from those things and then I create talking points for people that's going through things that I'm going through. Because I know a lot of people don't do personal development consistently over and over and over, and they look to my videos for some type of tips and tricks, but I'm always doing personal development at the gym, at work, whatever it is. So the second one is, don't look for consciousness where there is none. So this one is specifically for my generational curse breakers and narcissistic family scapegoats, because in your family system there is no consciousness. These people, in a sense, are vessels for whatever. You feel what I'm saying? That's why a lot of narcissists don't have a sense of self. Because they are a vessel for whatever. That's why they copy people. That's why they steal people's whole personalities. That's why they allow the devil to come in so easy. Because they're vessels for nothing. That's why you got that one narcissist friend and then he got the same shoes as that other person or whatever the case may be. They don't have a sense of self. You feel what I'm saying? So there is no consciousness there. But you be like, oh, you might be like, oh, I'm arguing with them, or oh, they say this and they say that, because they've created all these, like for example, you have a sense of self. You know who you are. I know I'm Josh, and I have things that I add on from influences and certain things that I've learned along the way. This is me, and then everything else is added on to me. They're hollow. They have nothing in there. So they're putting everything in there. They're putting devil in there. You know what I'm saying? They putting toxicity in there, manipulation, gaslighting, whatever that gives them power in an easy way, then that's what they do. That's why they become who they become. But when you are in your family system, or when you're dealing with your family, or dealing with narcissists, or dealing with a toxic person that don't have a sense of self, that doesn't have a level of consciousness, the people that you argue with, and they always got a rebuttal, there's no consciousness there. So that's why this quote is perfect for the generational curse breakers, black sheeps, and scapegoats. Do not expect there to be consciousness where there is none. Do not argue with people, family systems, jobs, girlfriends, boyfriends, friends, when there's no consciousness there. Once you realize you're dealing with a narc, once you realize you're dealing with a toxic person, once you realize you're dealing with a self-aware person, once you realize you're dealing with somebody who lacks consciousness, that doesn't have a sense of self, you feel what I'm saying? Once you know that, it's no point of arguing back and forth. You gotta create your escape plan. You gotta move accordingly. You have to talk to them as if they are not. Imagine you talking to you. You're gonna talk to yourself with respect, you're gonna talk to them with respect too, but you're gonna talk to yourself like, you know what I'm saying? When you deal with them, you're gonna have to deal with them accordingly because you know that they fill themselves up with whatever's easy. What's easy? Following the devil. You feel what I'm saying? Follow manipulation, gaslighting, stuff like that. It's hard to be a good person. It's hard to be solid. It's hard to have morals. You feel what I'm saying? So those are the 2 quotes I have for y'all. So I'm gonna say them again. Live independently of the good and bad opinions of others, and don't look for consciousness where there is none. Because you're gonna be wasting your time, baby.